10 years ago, which sounds insane, I was a 14-year-old and I just loved making videos. Like every day I'd come home like, right, let me make a YouTube video. I'm setting my phone up, getting it on the back camera, putting the mirror behind it, just making videos and creating things. Now, back then it was like fashion, beauty, makeup, all that stuff. As you can see, I don't do that stuff now. But it was the start of the journey. And my mum used to say to me, she'd be like, girl, why are you getting packages through the door every single day? Like, you're 14. Where's the money come from? You can't even get a job yet. And I'm saying, Mum, listen, companies are sending me their products. All I have to do is a video. And she's like, a video? Like, what? Nobody understood it back then. But 10 years later, this is the space we're all trying to dive into and excel in. Um, Fast forward a little bit anyway, I ventured through various different businesses, different ventures, making profit different ways, and I've ended up coming to today, which is running a successful content creation business now. This business for me, it's my life and soul. I live and breathe it. My personal brand is everything purple. You'll find out if you visit my profile. I've got products that are in my brand colour. Everything is just cohesive. And my main mission is to help creators and businesses build their brands, whether it's personal or business, to a stage where they can monetize it effectively and build up to 7 solid streams of income. So, my lessons that I'm going to teach you today basically stem from this journey. Now, one of the first things I'm going to dive into is branding. So, branding is literally everything. Like, your audience needs to know who you are, what you do, what you stand for, and why they should even engage with you. Because I don't know about you, but if I see a creator online and I don't really know what they're standing for, I don't really know lots about their morals or what they're actually doing in the space, I don't even follow. So that view is not even converting if the brand is not strong enough. So you guys need to work on obviously building that receptive audience that's actually going to listen to what you say and not just listen, but take action on it. Because that community and that trust is key, especially when you want to get paid brand deals. Now, for you guys, obviously, it's a little bit different. Everyone's in a little bit of a different niche, but your brand itself is always going to come back to you. You are the business is you. Everything is connected. So today, I want you to pick a brand color for yourself. Now, we're not going to talk color codes, that's insane. Just pick any color and write it down. And then over the course of the session, we're going to think of ways how we can integrate this brand color into your life, your soul, your social medias, your strategy, everything you need to make it one. Ajane is actually a great example because the background of his profile picture is literally his brand color. That's a prime example of cohesive branding. It's not in your face all over the place. It's like a little bit of orange font here, a little bit of orange in the profile picture. You know, you can see it through the whole profile, even in the highlights, for example. Now, strategy beats guesswork. I didn't grow up by accident. AJ did not grow up by accident. We didn't just wake up one day, post one video, get a million views, and then get 100,000 followers. It doesn't work like that. Strategy is literally everything. You need a content plan, you need to leverage trends, you need to do your research, and you need to focus on engagement. So let me ask you guys this right now. Do you feel like you're having a great time building that community, or do you feel like you're posting and people are just not responding? How's it going at the moment? Anyone can start. I'm not going to pinpoint anyone.
I feel like I'm having fun posting on social media as of lately. I haven't been too focused on the views. I feel like the more I focus on the views, I feel like the less views they get. I don't know if that makes sense. Like usually it's more when I'm having fun that like it attracts more people.
Definitely. It's your vibration, obviously. I'm a spiritual person.
Yeah.
You'll know whatever you put in, you're going to get out. If you're loving creating those videos, you're going to get the results and you're going to get the rewards, and people are going to feel it through the screen. Like, it may just be a video on a screen, but people are going to literally feel that, receive the energy, and want to give you something back, whether it's a like, comment, share, follow, whatever it may be. So, like you just said there, it's about what you put in and it's about your energy. And the same thing goes for monetization. It's so intentional. You don't need millions of followers to make money. You just need the right audience and the right offers. For example, myself, I've only got 2,700 followers on Instagram, but I've never spent a penny on ads. And to this day, I've been taking a wage from the business, a good wage. It just shows followers does not equal money taken. It's about the value that you provide. Like on Friday, for example, I'm working with one of my Instagram clients and she's an influencer, whatever. She's just got one of her biggest deals to date. I can't even say the brand name because it's that big. It's a household cleaning brand in the UK. It rhymes with Ash. That's all I can say. But she's got a huge deal. We are doing one reel, right? And she's getting paid so much money to do it. It's insane. And it's 60 seconds of her time. I'm going to be there filming it, directing it, whatever. But what, 30 minutes of raw footage, cut it down to 60 seconds? She's getting paid somebody's monthly wage. And that's what every single one of you guys can be doing after you finish these sessions. So, personal branding. The thing that you want to work on with personal branding is your authenticity because your audience, like I just said, they connect with realness. They connect with your journey, they connect with struggles, they connect with wins, they connect with every stage of the way. So I want you guys from today on to treat content creation like your life's a documentary. And I know there may not be like hundreds of people interested now, but let me tell you something. If you document this journey in a year, you're gonna have nostalgia watching back on it. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I was celebrating 100 new followers in a week, whatever. And a year later, you've got 100,000. That's the type of thing we want to be doing to actually get you out there. Because if you think of content creation almost like gambling, if you post one video a week, you're gonna be put into that draw once a week. If you post one video a day, you're going to be put into that draw once a day. 52 times in a year compared to 365 times in a year is a huge difference. Your videos don't have to be so perfect with the perfect lighting, perfect makeup, perfect outfit. If you just press record, you can always delete it later. You're not going to embarrass yourself online. Putting stuff out there is what's going to get you to where you need to be. So obviously Caleb mentioned he does modeling, things like that. Attracting brands, you're only going to be able to do that by showing your personality, adding that personal touch, doing voiceovers, having little behind the scenes moments when you maybe out a shoot or whatever with your photographer, adding those little full pictures of your life. Obviously, we don't show everything, it's social media, you can show what you want, but making the viewer feel like they're a part of something is what's going to get them coming back for more all the time because they feel involved. Like, if the viewer has got XYZ going on in their life, but you've got A, B, and C. Oh, they just want to know about your life every day. They're gonna be like, why isn't Andrea posted today? I'm waiting for that story. Like, I love what she does with XYZ. I want to keep up with it. And if you don't show up, they might just forget because people consume so much content every day. Like TikTok, I could go on TikTok right now. In the space of 5 minutes of say 15-second videos, I've trolled through hundreds of videos. Could I remember what I've seen 10 minutes ago? Nope, not a chance. That's why you guys need to think, what impact can I have? What value can I provide? And what little tiny tricks can I do to make people remember me? Whether it's the brand colour or a little phrase you say, or I don't know, anything you do that's a little bit different, a little bit against the grain. So, the next thing I want to move into is your value. In the online space, it's so important to give more than you take. So for me, it's about providing as much value as I can to as many people as possible and just creating a big wave in the industry and helping people make an impact. For you guys, obviously, it's a little bit different. You know, Andrea's got the anxiety, then Caleb's doing things in the modeling space, but also the fitness, health, and wellness. Everybody's got something that they can provide the world with, and your insight might just be a little bit different to what someone else is putting out there, or your audience might resonate more with the way you display information than the way Sophie over the road displays information. You're so unique, and I think people forget that when they start the content creation journey, think, oh my God, there's 50,000 other fashion influencers in this world. How am I ever going to stand out? Well, because there's only one of you, right? people might only resonate with you, but because you don't show up, they don't know that. And they're searching every day to try find a creator that they resonate with, but they will never find you if you don't post. And I think that's the key. Like I just said to Ajane at the start of the call, just do it. Instagram Live, just do it. That TikTok, just post it. Like, there's so much opportunity on the other side of fear. It's insane. Now, this leads on to visibility. So, with your platforms, you don't just want to be on one platform. You don't just want to be just a TikToker or just an Instagrammer, for example. You want to plaster your content everywhere. Now, the system I use for this is called macro to micro content. And what that means is you take macro content, which is either a long form YouTube video or a long form Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook story, whatever. And you split those long form videos into multiple little short form videos. So, say if you've got a 15-minute YouTube video about how to battle anxiety and 10 habits you can integrate into your daily life, you're going to split that long 15-minute video into 10 45-second videos. That's 10 YouTube shorts. That's 10 reels. That's 10 TikToks. Like, there's so much you can do with one video. It doesn't have to be exhausting. And I'll go into this a lot later, but it's about being efficient and effective with what you're doing and repurposing content. Because I know some of you guys might be juggling jobs, family, responsibilities, whatever. The last thing you want to do is film the same video 3 times. Nobody wants to do that. You can't tell me anybody would sit there and do that because they don't want to. Now, this goes straight into my effective ways to monetize. Now, have any of you guys landed a brand deal yet, or are you still quite early in your journey? Let me know because it will give me insights to where to start.
Very
No,
early.
bro. Yeah.
Perfect. And do you mind saying who it was with? Oh, she's muted. It's fine. So, the first step to leveraging your brand as a creator is to act as if. Now, what I mean by that is if you act as if you're already getting paid for these deals, it's only right that you're going to start attracting them, right? The first thing I say to every creator or influencer or aspiring content creator that comes to me is act as if. I've had fashion girlies come on and they're like, all right, I'm posting, I'm not getting anywhere, I'm not getting a deal, nothing. I'm like, well, did you even tag the dress you wore last week? No. How are you going to get new eyes on your page? The easiest, simplest, cost effective way to get new eyes on the page is to literally tag people. Whether it's tagging them in your stories, tagging them in your outfit pictures, tagging them in your tech videos. Ajin is a great example. It literally tags everybody. It doesn't even matter, like, okay, I'm using the Sony camera, the Rode mic, the Aspire diary light. Everybody's getting tagged. And it's because if that company reposts, you're going to get 40,000, 50,000, 100,000 new eyes on the page just from a company reposting you. Because if somebody says, "Oh, I like that girl's style. Let me check a page out," or "Oh, I like what they said about the camera," whatever, they're gonna go over to your profile, they're gonna have a little nosy, and if your content is effective enough, they're gonna follow and they're gonna convert. And that's where we bring it back to the content cycle. So I spoke about this with Ajane like 2, 3 years ago on a podcast. It's educate, entertain, inspire. Now, 1 second. This content cycle is everything. If you think about when you're on social media, you don't just want to see entertainment posts all day, all night. Like, no, you don't just want to see education all day, all night. Like, you need a good mix and a healthy mix. And I think the best way to be received by your viewers is to literally mix it up. So you can have 30 days in a month, right? We've got 3 sections, so 3 content pillars: education, entertainment, and inspiration. You're going to split those 30 days up and you're going to do one of each on each day that you want to post. For example, Monday, educate, Wednesday, entertain, Friday, inspire. These can literally be split into so many different avenues. You're never going to run out of content ideas. Now, one of my favorite things to do to actually think of a new content idea is go on Google. Now, this sounds insane, but if you go on Google and you search something that's related to your niche, if you scroll about halfway down the page, it literally says frequently asked questions, and it's got loads of different little bars, and you can just click down and see the answers. That's content ideas right there. Or you could go and chat GPT and say, my name's Adara, I do content creation for influencers and creators. Give me 50 real ideas that I can start filming tomorrow and post. And then once you've done that, you're going to get it to put it into a content calendar for you. There's literally no work needed when it comes to content creation. It's just about having the right tools, the right systems, and the right processes to succeed. So, all you guys, guaranteed for success because you chose to take the leap and join our Genius cohort and invest in yourselves. Now, I've put a little note here for brand collaborations. You will never get a brand collaboration if you don't have a creator portfolio. Because as soon as that brand emails you, they're going to want to see what you've done. They're not going to spend 10 years scrolling through your profile to try find some videos that they like. Mm-mm. We need to have that online CV, if you will, ready to go. I want you guys to open Canva, search create a portfolio, get the template. It's free, guys. Some of them are paid, but it's like £10 a month. It's worth it. Put in every single piece of content that you've made that features a brand, paid or not, it literally doesn't matter. And you can say trusted by Sony, Rode, Newer, whatever. Trusted by XYZ brands. And in Canva, you can literally input both photos and videos. This will show the brand what you're capable of. And they're going to say, ooh, they can create photos, they can create videos. Let me click on one. They're going to see a nice quality 60-second reel, well lit, well scripted, different shots. They're going to be like, do you know what? Sold. They're going to give you that deal because you've showed them what you're capable of. But if you just say, oh, yeah, I'd love to do the deal, this is my rate, they'll be like, why would we pay you? Like they'll literally just sit there and be so confused. Like we've got 10 other creators emailing us with 30-page portfolios of what they've done, but you can't even send one piece of evidence. It's literally like applying for a job. That creator portfolio is going to get you in doors that you don't even know about. If you send it to an influencer agency, they're going to start blasting out that creator portfolio to brands that they work with. They're going to be like, ooh, we've got Caleb on. He does this, this, and this. Do you want to work with him? Yes, they'll take a cut, but that just got you in a brand new door. All because you took 15 minutes out of your day to create that portfolio for yourself to show people, all right, I'm capable of this. What have you got for me? Now, another way you can make money online is affiliate marketing. Now, you'll probably see your favorite creators do this so many times. They'll be like, oh, click this link for 10% off using my code. Or, they're doing an LTK link, Amazon Associates, Amazon Influencers, whatever. They're all getting commission off every sale they make. Anybody can do that. If you contact the brand directly or use a platform such as LTK, you can literally get commission off everything you sell. It could be a handbag, it could be a piece of tech, it could be a homeware item, it could be a table. It literally doesn't matter. You're going to get paid from anything that you do promote. Now, another thing that I've put, which is the third way you can make money online, is UGC. Now, I say that and a lot of people are like, what is user generated content? And this is basically content that you produce. You send it to a brand, they pay you a fee for it, and you don't have to do anything else. The brand will literally post it. They might run an ad if you give them usage rights, aka more money. They might run an ad with it. They might post it on their own socials. They might collaborate with you. It can go any way that you want it to go, but just know it's one video for one brand. You don't need to post it on your profile if you don't want to, and you're going to get paid a fee for it. And then if you set your usage rights to say 30 days, after those 30 days, if that brand wants to use that video again, they've got to pay you for another 30 days or they've got to extend it even longer. So UGC is a great way to make residual income from literally such a small effort at the start. The next one I want to go into is ebooks and digital products. Now, I feel like Andrew is going to benefit a lot from this. Ebooks are basically books that you can make online, literally in Canva, post them on your website, and it can be anything to educate a person. It could be interior design, it could be fashion, it could be lifestyle, it could be health, it could be creating content, literally whatever it may be. And you can post it online for free or for the cost of your website hosting, and people can buy it. You don't have to hold inventory, you don't have to ship it. It's all automated and it's just pure profit after you've got your initial investment of the website. They're one of my favorite things to suggest to people, especially if they're in an information heavy or information concentrated niche, such as health and wellness or fashion or interiors, whatever. You can sell this to so many of your followers because the things that they don't. And that's the way that people make money online. You've just got to think you've got a heightened sense of knowledge in this area, and people follow you to learn. They follow you to literally be educated. Now, that brings me into the next level, which is a little bit of a higher level, courses and coaching. That's basically what we're all doing right now. It's coaching, you're going to go on a course, you're learning something, you get value out of it, and it's an exchange like that. That would obviously come a lot later in your content creation journey when you're more established. But once you get to that point, the sky's the limit for your earnings. There's no way to put numbers on it because the numbers don't even become real anymore. You've built something for yourself, you've educated X amount of people, you've impacted people, you've literally changed their lives. They're going to run to you for the information, no matter what the price. Now, the sixth stream of income is ad revenue. Now, I don't know about you guys, but YouTube is the one. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been saying it for years. Nobody listened. I'm gonna say it again. YouTube is literally your best friend when it comes to getting that passive, evergreen, residual income. You could post a video today and it might blow up in 5 years. And you'd be like, what? I literally posted that so long ago. Why is it blowing up now? It's just because it's an evergreen platform. It literally doesn't matter when you post things. You could literally post it now and, like I said, get the results later. I use myself as an example. I had a video on TikTok. I posted it in 2021. Bear in mind, I don't even use TikTok now. And let's check how many views it's got. Last time I checked, when I was logged in, it was like 5K. Oh, wow. You guys are not going to believe this. It's on 96.8K. I don't know if you can see that. And this is a 4-year-old video. Like, this is TikTok, but YouTube does it 10 times better because when those views come in, they come in thick and fast, and you're going to get your ad revenue off it. You're going to get new subscribers, which will go towards you getting monetized if you're not already. And it's just going to open doors. So, the final stream of income that I'd recommend for creators is physical products. This for me has been a game changer. My business literally started with physical products. I've evolved to more of a service-based business, but I've still come back to them because of just everything. So like you're literally witnessing me right now using one of my physical products that I sell to my followers. It's literally a portable content creation light. It's literally what's providing my lighting right now because if I didn't have it, I would not be looking good, okay? It's the lighting that makes the difference. But you guys can literally do whatever you want with that information. So, like, if you wanted to release your own, I don't know if you know about this, Andrea, but it's a wave comb. It's for like acupressure, anxiety, stuff like that. You could literally just white label one, brand it off as your own, sell it. Same for you, Caleb. If you wanted to do branded vests, branded resistance bands, branded gym bags, whatever it is that's related to your niche, you can get that product and you can smack your name on it. You can do some research and development. You can get it sampled, try it out for yourself, and tell your followers, this changed the game. I've been using it for years, years. You need to buy it. And they're just going to convert if you've built that community. If the community is not there, you're going to be talking to a brick wall and nobody's going to listen at all. It's all about community. Now, my next section is a big one. So I didn't tell you guys this in the beginning, but I've actually got a 1-year-old daughter and I'm still managing to do what I'm doing without burnout. Burnout is real, especially as a creator, because you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you're trying to create all these different videos, you're trying to edit them, you're trying to email the brands, you're trying to reply to people. Like, you're one person wearing 30 different hats. I know it's exhausting. So, let me tell you my tips that prevent me from getting burnout. I'm finished because we don't need that. The first one is the macro to micro strategy that I discussed earlier. The next one is batching. Now, when I say batching, people take it the wrong way. They'll sit there in the same shirt and film 30 videos. I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. What I mean is sit there, set your camera up, your tripod, whatever. You're gonna get 10 tops and put them to the side. Maybe a different colour lipstick if you're female, obviously, whatever. You're gonna film videos, and every 2 to 3 short form videos, change that top. It's a new day. Move the camera, sit on a different chair. Do something to make it look like it's a completely different day. By the end of those 30 videos, you've got a month's worth of content. Nobody knows the difference. They think you've got up every day, filmed a video, edited it, posted it. No, you did not. You filmed them all on one day and you edit them all in 2 days, and that's at the start of the month. Then for the rest of the month, you can sit back, relax, create stories, create TikToks, do more casual pieces of content creation. You can even use AI as well to help you do this. So you can use scheduling apps. Meta Business Suite is a great one for Instagram and Facebook. You can literally put your content through there. It's going to post automatically for you, no messing around. You can do stories, reels, photos, everything. Even writing posts on Facebook where you don't even have a photo, you can schedule them too. Now, one thing I am going to say to you guys, because it drives me up the wall, please don't overuse ChatGPT. I go on my Instagram, on my Facebook, whatever, and I can smell it a mile away. I'll see somebody's caption. I can literally, through the screen, it's radiating ChatGPT. Please be creative. Use your own minds. Yes, AI is there to help, but it's not there to replace your creative mind. It's not. It's just there to be a tool to help you get to where you need to be faster. It's never meant to replace you. Now, the next thing is time blocking. So this has saved my life. I'm gonna just quickly open my calendar for you guys. It's a mess, right? But I just want you to see how time blocking can literally change your life. So this is what my calendar looks like. Every day, it doesn't get any better. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. And it's color coded, and I have sections for filming, I have sections for editing, I have sections for self-care. Girl's got to do what she's got to do. I have sections for home, cooking, grocery shopping, creating, scripting. Everything in my life is time blocked. Because if you don't do that, you're just gonna get yourself burnt out. And it's took me so long to realize this is literally the key to getting where you want to be with content creation. Because if you just do everything on a willy-nilly, you're not gonna get there. Because it's not planned, it's not strategic, it's not organized, it's just on a whim. Whereas if you sat there and you made yourself a content plan for the month, you can sit back and think, oh, I know I said I was going to do a video about vision boarding next week, but actually, I think it would work better if I do one on goal setting first. So then you can actually post your items of content in some sort of a chronological order that's going to make a lot more sense to your viewers. And it's going to mean that they stick around because it's almost like a series. If that makes sense. Now, the final thing about efficiency, organization, and scheduling, delegation. I just want to scream it through the screen, all you guys. Delegation, virtual assistant, editors, social media managers, content scripters, like anyone that you can get on board to help you, please take it. Even if it's your friend that wants to take pictures for you for the photography portfolio. Okay, well, thanks, girl. Save me a job. Like, take the help that you can get when you're on this journey because once it pays you, you can pay your team. And that's what it's all about. It's all a huge cycle. The brand gives you money, you give your team money. It just keeps going round. The team puts effort into you, you grow quicker. If you go somewhere alone, you're only going to go so far. If you've got people with you or a team or somebody holding you accountable, you're going to go 100 times faster. And that is the key when we're in this game. It brings me back to community building. Like, don't just think, right, I'm the only creator in my niche. I'm not going to post about anyone else in this niche. I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm never going to collaborate with them because you won't grow. It's time, like, collaborate with people who do exactly what you do. Maybe it's just a little bit different. We want it to be complementary, not competing. If they've got the same vibe as you and they're giving the same message, maybe. But if they're in the same niche and they've got a different vibe or they've got a different message or they've got a different pool of followers, get together, do something. Go on live once a week with each other, having a discussion about whatever's in your niche. Or do what myself and Adrian are doing right now. We're literally in the same niche. Our clients are very similar, but we both have different qualities and different ways to get a message across. So we've collaborated today, and it's so nice to see because you guys are now reaping the benefit. So, my final thing about efficiency is tasks. You don't want to do everything in a backwards order. You literally want to think, all right, what is a revenue generating activity? Now, what I mean by that is you could sit there for 30 minutes and do a YouTube video, or you could sit there for 30 minutes and create a create portfolio and send it out to 5 brands. Those two activities are going to yield very different results when it comes to income. If you're at the start of your journey and you are thinking, all right, I just want to monetize so that I can quit my job and I can focus on what my passion is full time, you need to think about those revenue drivers. Every day for the next 30 days, spend 10 minutes, only 10 minutes, connecting with brands, reaching out to them, sending them your portfolio, getting in contact with agencies or people that can connect you, connecting with other people in your space, doing these things so that you can become a magnet for your own success and a magnet for the money that you need to progress. Now, this brings me on to the next one, which is literally avoid shiny object syndrome. I know it's real because I've been there, done that. You need to focus. Like, if you've got an umbrella niche, stay within that for now. You can branch out later because we evolve. We're people. We don't like the same things for 10 years. We don't. 10 years ago, I did fashion and beauty. I hate makeup now. It's not going to work. We evolve. But if you're at the start of your journey, build that foundation on what you want people to know you for and what you want people to come back to your profile for. Because if you do too many different things, they're gonna be like, I followed him for health. Why are they talking about what I'm gonna wear next week? I don't want to know how to style a fur coat. It's February. Like, we need to make sure that we're keeping it specific. Otherwise, your followers are just going to go up, down, up, down. They're not going to stay consistent. You're not going to retain them. And that retention is what's going to get you that community. Now, the next piece is literally take breaks, rest and recharge so that you don't burn out. Like I said, for myself, I literally put self-care in my calendar because if you don't, you'll drive yourself insane. And if your energy is low, your videos are going to be low. They might look okay, but the viewer's going to literally feel it through the screen. They're going to be like, oh, she did not enjoy filming this, or he hated filming that. It felt like a chore. Why would they watch that? They want someone who's going to uplift them, make them feel better about themselves, educate them, enrich their mind, give them a tip, provide some value, do something. Like, we need to do something for these people if we want them to stay and we want to convert them later on. So, the final piece that I've got to say about efficiency is literally set your boundaries. Separate your work time from your personal time because if you combine the two, it's gonna drive you mental. You need to completely separate them. I want you all to create a separate email address for all your outreach. You don't want to contact people with your personal email address because when you get bigger and you've got 100 emails coming in per day from different brands or different influencers or agencies or people that want to work with you, it's going to start hurting. You need to create that divide now because once you've created that divide, you've set up a system for yourself that future you is going to thank you for. You've already got these processes in place. You've already got a dedicated email address. for all your collaborations. And if you don't want to look at it, guess what? You don't have to. Because your work email address now is not your personal. The next thing would be a phone. If you can, or if you've got a spare handset, get a separate phone, get a separate WhatsApp, get a separate number for any back and forth with people that are obviously not personal. Because I'm gonna tell you now, people don't respect your boundaries. You're gonna get people ringing at 9 o'clock. Hi, I know I wanted you to do that video last week, but can you do it now? And you're like, I'm in bed, like, leave me alone. You need a separate number. So separate those two. It might be a personal brand, but just have that business email address and that business phone number so that when you do grow to a point of it being massive, you've got everything in place. That's all from me today because I've just seen the time. I'm gonna move into the Q&A section. So I'd literally love to answer you guys' questions. What do you need help with the most in content creation and monetization? I'm here to help you.
I was just curious about the video you were talking about on TikTok that blew up after 5 years that
Mm,
went to 90,000. I wanted to know what video was that and what were you talking about in the video?
I'll show you it. I'm embarrassed. It's 4 years ago. It's literally
Mhm.
embarrassed. I'll show you anyway. It's nothing crazy. It literally says how to start a business in the UK. It's so boring. Can you see that? How to start a business in the UK. It literally gives you one tip, two tip, and it had a trending sound behind it. At the time, it was not trending. Let me tell you something. It had 5K views for 3 years straight. And all of a sudden, it just went insane. And people are commenting, how do I do it? Can you help me? Like, what do I do to do it? What if I'm not in the UK? All these different questions are coming in. I'm like, I don't even do that anymore. But sure, I'll answer your question. That was it.
Oh, I really regret. I made on YouTube more than 50 videos and I all deleted it. Now I
Girl, you would have been
regret.
eating.
Now I really regret.
Yeah, can you get the account back? Can you upload them again or download them?
Try, but I was so insecure. I was no one's gonna watch it, and I had that one video good reviews, but oh, I regret it.
Girl, no. If you
Yeah,
can get access to that Google account, log in to YouTube, get the videos back. Even if you've got a new channel,
yeah,
it doesn't matter because you can go on the old channel, download it to your computer, then upload it to your new channel.
yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get it back.
Absolutely, because it saves you a job now. I mean, how old are we talking? Are they like a year, 2 years, a few years old?
No, it was this year, but I want to no the end of last year. It's
Mhm.
2005 now. So it was November, December, and then I made a lot of videos, and then I was no, I'm not good enough, so I deleted again. Yeah.
Do you know what,
Oh,
right? Let's get those videos back. Let's download them and let's post them up again because that's a lot
yeah,
of videos, that's a lot of content, that's hours of content. And if
yeah.
you wanted to get monetized on YouTube, it's not really the subscribers, it's the watch hours. You need
Oh,
like
really?
4,000 watch hours just to get monetized on YouTube. So having that volume of content, even if somebody watches like 10 videos all the way through and they're 15 minutes long, you're going to get a good chunk into your watch hours there. And that brings you one big step closer to monetization. So definitely get them back. I'm glad you thought about it and I'm glad you're going to take action.
Yes. Oh, so you don't have to have an amount of subscribers for the monetization.
You do, so I'll check the exact number now because it changed recently. Ajane might be able to help me on the exact figure. They dropped it, but I don't know what they dropped it
There's
to.
like two requirements. So like I think you need 500 subscribers, but that's you won't get YouTube ad revenue on your videos. That's more like you can create memberships for your channel,
Yeah,
Okay.
but then I'm sure it's 1,000 subscribers
A
or a
thousand
thousand watch
subscribers and
hours.
4K watch hours in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So again, it's not really unachievable, let's be real. A thousand people,
that's
that's not hard to do. And I think Ajane is a prime example of it. He's started posting consistently on YouTube. It's gonna pay off. Like, soon. Start.
To be
Because
honest, it's one video that made me monetized.
really,
Just
it won.
just one. That one video took off. I think the watch
What
hours
was the
on that
video?
probably past 5K. It was the one I made about neural knowledge, how Nero hacked
Oh,
YouTube.
that's a good strategy. I should have
And to this
mentioned
day,
that
it's still
one.
getting views. It surprises me when people actually comment on the video because I'm like, oh, I posted that ages ago.
Yeah, and that's what I mean about YouTube being evergreen. So like you've done a great strategy there because obviously you work with him, you can literally name drop. But that doesn't stop anybody else from name dropping. Like
It's true.
if you find somebody within your niche, use them. So Andrew, you could literally say how the Mel Robbins morning routine changed my life. If you
Ah,
think
yeah,
what it is, look it up. I mean, she's a great person to tap into.
yes.
She's trending right now. She has been posting for years, but at the moment, people are searching it. TikTok is going crazy. They're all just finding out who she is. So if you can hop on the back of that, SEO, best friend, put her name everywhere you can, or do somebody else, but just make sure that you can actually utilize what's trending at the moment. Look into YouTube analytics, go on your studio and see what are people actually searching for. How can
Yeah,
I integrate that into my video?
yeah, that's
I,
a good
I got
idea.
a question.
You are?
I said I got a question.
The teacher's got a question. Go on
Yeah,
then.
also,
It's more of a nosy one. I wanted to
Go
know the
on.
price range of the brand deal of the influencer.
Um,
Are you allowed to say?
no, I can ring you later. I can ring you later. It's 4 figures, but yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah, no, no, it is good. It's
Must be
good. It's
nice.
nice to see because I've literally worked with some influencers that have no subscribers, no followers, no Facebook, no YouTube, nothing. And we've grown it to a point where they're literally making somebody's monthly wage in one video. One video. It's so nice to see. So
Mm.
yeah, that's private and confidential, but I will let you know later. So has anybody else got any more questions? I feel like we've done a few for everyone, but if there's any more, let me know.
Just off the top of my head, I wanted to ask about what do you feel about having multiple YouTube channels and every YouTube channel having a specific niche? Like, so
Yes.
for example, oh, okay, cool.
What are your niches? Going to the example, let me know. So, what is your current situation with it?
Well, I have one YouTube channel that's like, I don't know, like 151 subscribers, not a lot.
Nice.
And that's the one that I use the most for, talking, the same way that I'm talking right now. Maybe partly I do reaction videos to,
Uh,
other videos that I feel like people can get insight on. But
mm,
then I have another a YouTube channel that's more like meditative.
lovely. Do you know
Yeah.
what? You remind me of one of my clients. He used to do a lot of stuff like that. That's crazy. Do you do like guided meditations or do you do like advice on how to like get into the state, like brainwaves? What do you do?
It's literally like a 15 second, sorry, like a 15-minute video where people can just take the time to meditate. I'll have like texting on the video for
Yeah.
people to like breathe in and out and close your eyes at this point and things like that.
Perfect. So you've got the strategy down to a T there. That divide is perfect because the people that want the videos, the meditative videos, might not want the other ones, vice versa. But you never know, they might like both, but the majority of the time, people subscribe for a specific reason. And if it starts deviating from that reason, they're kind of like, oh, do I want to follow him anymore? So you've got it done perfectly. Amazing. So, has anyone else got anything they want to ask? I'm here for a few more minutes.
Hmm.
How,
Um,
sorry.
no, you go.
Thank you. How often do you recommend like posting like on TikTok or like Instagram Reels? Because I don't really post short form videos. I mostly post like on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm wondering.
Okay. So, TikTok algorithm is insane to say the least. So, I think high frequency works better on there. If you can post every day, do. And then for reels, I usually like to do quite a nice divide. So it's like 3 reels to 2 still image posts per week. And that ratio seems to help people perform the best. those two still images could be carousels, or they could be one image, whatever. But the main thing is the reels, because they do get new eyes on the page way faster than photos do. So TikTok every day if you can, reels 3-4 times a week, again if you can. Now, you said you do YouTube videos. How often do you post those?
I haven't been too consistent like for the past month just because I've been in the process of moving. But I usually post like once a week.
Okay. So how long would you say the average video is then when you post once a week? Is it like 10
The
minutes
average is like, yeah, like 10, 10, 12 minutes.
All
Yeah.
right, so we can now tap into what I was mentioning earlier, which is the macro to micro strategy. So you could take those videos and literally clip them up into TikToks and Instagram Reels. So you've literally got no work to do, girl. You've already done the work for yourself by recording those videos ages ago.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah,
You've
that's what I'm thinking. To kind of like just make well get like some short clips out of the long video and like
yeah.
post them on TikTok or Instagram Reels. Just that, like AJ said, I don't know why I get kind of like nervous posting on Instagram just because I feel like most of my friends are there.
No, I understand that one. I think it's because on Instagram, you hold yourself to a little bit of a higher standard than you would on like TikTok, Snapchat, things like that. Instagram's kind of up there. Obviously, like the super uptight collared would be LinkedIn, but Instagram people think a little bit more about what they post. Now, like I said earlier, your dream life's on the other side of fear. So I'm gonna ask AJ for everybody's handles. I'm gonna follow you all to keep up with your journeys. Accountability. I hope you all feel like you're being held accountable because
Thank
I'm
you.
going to be watching.
I respect
So,
it.
did you have a question or was it somebody else? I forgot who was now.
I guess I had a question about like gear and things like that. I guess there's two styles of content that I see, and I'm just curious about what your take on it. Obviously, there's the quote unquote Mr. Beast-esque kind of content where it's like super edited,
Oh
and then
yeah.
there's more, and then yeah, and then there's more like just full through video. Like I feel like I guess my question is, which one do you gravitate towards more?
Clean cut.
Mm,
Every day, clean cut. I tell my clients the same thing, clean. If you're an educator in your niche, the really cool edited videos with like the text and the animations are great. But I think, especially for your niche, keep it clean. Because if you do too much, it doesn't scream what you want it to. It kind of goes towards the tacky side just a little bit. But it's niche dependent. It depends on the content that you're putting out. It depends on the person you're talking to. It's just so dependent on each and every personal situation. But I mean, if you want to keep your life simple, just keep it clean. You don't want to spend 100 hours editing when you could spend one.
copy.
Perfect. Amazing. So let me just set the time. Okay. I'm
Mm.
gonna have to go in a couple of minutes, guys, but does anyone else have anything they want to ask before we leave? Perfect. Amazing. So I hope today provided you with insight, clarity, and confidence to go forward in your journeys. I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope to speak to you all very, very soon.